Next, we are going to study phrase structured grammar. We know that IC analysis, the labeled IC analysis, was further developed into phrase structured grammar, and this phrase structured grammar was discussed by Noam Chomsky in his book Syntactic Structures. So let us see, like usually as we saw before in the other video of IC analysis, sentence is divided into the immediate constituents like noun phrase, verb phrase, etc. When we studied the labeled diagram, labeled IC analysis, we saw it like that. Now let us see something interesting about it. So a sentence is noun phrase plus verb phrase. The sentence, this is the initial symbol, and these two are the notes. Okay, now this noun phrase can be determiner plus noun. Determiner we studied earlier, it can be either articles or etc. We studied what is determiner. Now next, verb phrase. Verb phrase can be verb plus noun phrase. So let us put these two into this. So this gives sentence noun phrase, we have determiner plus noun. Verb phrase we have verb plus noun phrase. Again in this noun phrase we can put this. Then we have sentence is determiner plus noun plus verb plus determiner plus noun. Okay, let us see one example. See this example. My brother gave my son a book. So sentence into noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase is my brother. Gave my son a book is verb phrase. So my brother. So this determiner, noun phrase into determiner and noun. Determiner is my and noun is brother. Gave my son a book. This gave is verb. My son is another noun phrase. A book is another noun phrase. So we have verb, noun phrase, noun phrase. The verb here is gave. Noun phrase here is my son, which is again determiner plus noun. Determiner is my, noun is son. Again here again determiner plus noun, a book. Okay, now here noun phrase into determiner plus noun. These are branching nodes. Branching node. So here noun phrase is a branching node. We see for another example, noun phrase gives into noun, which is Hari. This is non-branching. This is not branching like this. So this is non-branching. So it is non-branching node. Let us see these sentences and let's observe the elements in these sentences. That is a determiner, girl is a noun, will is auxiliary, sing is verb, a is determiner, and song is noun. He is noun, can is auxiliary, teach is verb, grammar is noun. Now see this. A is determiner, song is noun, will is auxiliary, sing is verb, that is determiner, and girl is noun. See, this have got the same structure of this. But is this sentence, does this sentence make any sense? A song will sing that girl? No. So therefore, like you cannot just think. There are some selectional restrictions are there. Some restrictions are there. A node that can be further expanded or rewritten is known as a non-terminal node. One that cannot be further expanded are terminal nodes. Now let us see the constituents of noun phrase. Constituent noun phrase includes determiner, which includes articles like a and the, demonstrative pronouns like this, that, these, those, etc. Possessives, wh words, etc. Okay, and then we have ordinals, which like second, first, third, etc. Quantifiers like several, few, one, two, many, etc. Adjectival phrase like a very nice lady, etc. Classifier like arts college, do or die slogan, etc. Predeterminers or pre-articles like half, half of, all of, half a dozen, etc. Okay, now let us see the constituents of verb phrase, which includes auxiliaries, which can be like tense, and modal can be the tense like present tense, past tense, etc. and modals like can, will, shall, etc. Then there are also perfective like half plus en form, progressive like be plus ing form. Let us see some of the phrase structure grammar. Let us see the sentence, she could have gone. This is the sentence. We are dividing it into noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase is she, could have gone is verb phrase. So noun phrase is noun she, and verb phrase we have got auxiliary and main verb. Auxiliary we have got tense. Since could is there, it is a form of can, so modal is also there. Okay, since have and en form is there, perfective is also there, and the main verb is go. Tense here, could have gone, so tense is past tense, modal is can, so can and this past together we have could. Then perfective we have plus en form, have is taken like that, then go and en together gives gone. So here we have got this kind of phrase structure grammar. She could have gone is represented like this. See this sentence, he has been sleeping. We divide this sentence into noun phrase and verb phrase. He is noun phrase, has been sleeping is verb phrase. So noun phrase we put noun as he, and verb phrase we have got auxiliary and main verb. Auxiliary we have got the tense. Since has been is shown and ing form is there, we have to write it as perfective and progressive. Whenever have plus been like that form is there, you have to write perfective. Whenever there is ing, you have to write progressive. So let us see this. The he has been sleeping tense is present tense. Perfective we have and en form. Progressive we have be and ing form. Right? So have, present and have together we have has. Then en plus be we have been, and the main verb here is sleep. Sleep and ing together we have sleeping. He has been sleeping. I hope you understood this. See this sentence, she could have been dreaming. She is the noun phrase and could have been dreaming is the verb phrase. So sentence is into noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase gives into noun which is she, verb phrase into auxiliary and main verb. Main verb here is dream. Auxiliary we have got the tense. Since it is been form and ing form, we have perfective and progressive. Tense we have got past tense, could have been, so it is past tense. Perfective we have, tense is there, modal is also there. Modal, since can is there, it is modal. Okay, can. So this past and can together we have could. Perfective we have and en form. Progressive we have be and ing form. This together gives been and this together gives dreaming. She could have been dreaming. He might have been thinking. He is the noun phrase. Might have been thinking is there. So might is a form of may. That means we have modal in this. Modal is there. This is have been form, so there is perfective. ing form, so progressive is also there. So sentence into noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase gives into noun, that is he. Verb phrase we have got auxiliary and main verb. Auxiliary we have got tense, modal, perfective, progressive. Tense, might have been, so it is like past, and the modal here is may. May and past together we have might. Perfective is have and en form. Progressive is be and ing form. So be have is that en plus been is been, and main verb here is think. So think plus ing is thinking. So he might have been thinking. Sentence is a bit difficult one. He had been helping her for 3 years. So like had been helping. So there was in the verb phrase, had been helping is the verb phrase. So noun phrase it is he. Okay, the total verb phrase is had been helping her for 3 years. In that also we have another verb phrase and noun phrase. Had been helping will be another verb phrase. Her for 3 years will be another noun phrase. Let us see that. Sentence into noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase, noun we have he. Verb phrase is again into verb phrase and noun phrase. Here the verb phrase is had been helping. So here in this verb phrase we can put auxiliary and main verb. Help is the main verb. Auxiliary we have got tense. Had been, so we have perfective. Helping, so we have progressive. So perfective it is have plus en. Progressive it is be plus ing. So tense we have here as past. So past of have is had. This together is been, and helping and ing together is helping. Okay, so now let us see this noun phrase. Noun phrase we have got helping her for 3 years. So her here is the noun and for 3 years. So this is beginning with a preposition. So for 3 years is a prepositional phrase. So noun here is her, prepositional phrase. Her for 3 years. For is a preposition. 3 which we studied before, it is a quantifier. So we have got 3, and years is a noun. Therefore we have he had been helping her for 3 years. Now we will study another 2 components of verb phrase, which is copula and be complement. Copula is be, which is always like the is, am, are. We know what all comes under be. Is, am, are, was, where, etc. comes under be, right? So whenever that is, was and all are there, you have to put it as copula. That is be form. Now there is also be complement, which is determiner plus noun. So let us see the examples of that. Let us see this sentence. Mohan is a teacher. So Mohan is the noun phrase and is a teacher is the verb phrase. Noun phrase, verb phrase. Noun phrase, noun, Mohan. Verb phrase is a teacher. So verb phrase we have got auxiliary. Auxiliary is always like tense, shows the tense. And then we have the copula. Is copula. So we have be. Tense here, Mohan is a teacher. So tense here is present tense. Now next we have be complement. That is a teacher. A is determiner and teacher is noun, which gives Mohan is a teacher. Okay, we will see similar examples. Let us see this example. I will be an economist. I is the noun phrase and will be an economist is the sentence phrase. So here we know that auxiliary, we know always in auxiliary we have the tense is there, which is present tense. Here will is also a modal. This is be is already a copula, and is determiner, and this is noun. So let us write this. This is the basic assumptions we made. Verb phrase into auxiliary, copula, be complement. Auxiliary we have tense, modal. Tense here will be, it is present, and the modal here is will. It is will itself. Copula here is be complement into determiner and noun. Determiner is an, and noun is economist. So I will be an economist. See this example. Megha is an intelligent girl. Megha is a noun phrase. Is an intelligent girl is the verb phrase. Is we know is copula, be. And is an intelligent girl will come under the be complement. Okay, and will be the determiner. Intelligent girl will be the adjectival phrase. Intelligent is the adjective and girl is the noun. So let us see this sentence. Noun phrase, verb phrase. Noun, Megha. Verb phrase, we have got auxiliary, copula, be complement. Auxiliary is the tense, which is present tense. Copula is be. So it is. Be complement is determiner and adjectival phrase. Determiner here is an. Adjectival phrase, adjective plus noun. Adjective is intelligent and noun is girl. So we have Megha is an intelligent girl. Next sentence, I would have gone. From this would itself we understand it is past tense and it has got the modal will. Then have gone. There is like the perfective is there, have and en form is there. So let us see it. Sentence, noun phrase, verb phrase. Noun phrase is noun, I. Verb phrase, auxiliary and main verb. Main verb here is go. Auxiliary is tense and modal and perfective. Perfective is this have and en form. So the tense is past, modal is will. So past of will would be would. Go and en will be gone. So I would have gone. Now next we are saying Ramya is a football player. So Ramya is noun, is like be. A football player will be complement. Football player will be adjectival phrase. Okay, so let us see it. Sentence, noun phrase, verb phrase. It's noun, Ramya. Verb phrase we have got as usual auxiliary, copula, be complement. Auxiliary we have tense, copula we have be. So the tense here is present. So this together gives is. Be complement, it is determiner plus adjectival phrase. Determiner is a, adjective is football and noun is player. So we have Ramya is a football player. Last one we would do will be Tom chased the elephant. Chased, we know it is past tense, and the main verb is chase the elephant. The is the determiner and elephant is the noun. So sentence, we have noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase, it is noun, it is Tom. Verb phrase, we have got auxiliary and chase the elephant. So auxiliary is there and verb phrase is also there. So the tense here is past. In the verb phrase we have got main verb, that is chased, and the elephant, which is noun phrase. So this main verb is chase. So past and chase gives chased. Noun phrase, we have determiner, which is the, and we have the noun elephant. So we have Tom chased the elephant. So I hope now phrase structure grammar you understood how to do it when you get a sentence. Now let us see the limitations of phrase structure grammar. First of all, it fails to show inter-sentence relationship. That means like whether the sentence is active voice or passive voice, whether it is affirmative or negative, nothing can be shown. Now next is discontinuous constituents cannot be accommodated by PS rule. Discontinuous constituents cannot be, like will you sing a song, then will and sing are closely related but they cannot be put together. Now likewise, the close relationship between the verb and the particle phrases like call off, take off, etc. cannot be shown in PS rules. Phrase structure grammar also cannot account for certain type of ambiguities, like the structural ambiguities. Men who are old and women, or so for example, old men and women may mean men who are old and women, or men and women who are old. This kind of ambiguities cannot be seen. So there is the property of recursion which is there. Like the process by which we go on joining sentences, that is also not possible. That also cannot be shown in phrase structure grammar. Then the stylistic variations. For example, Sam seldom visits me. Grammatically that is fine. Seldom does Sam visit me is a stylistic variations. These cannot be accountable by PS rules. So the further improvisation of that, it will be transformational generative grammar, which we will study in the next class. Okay, thank you.